Governor Glenn Youngkin joined the mayor of Hampton to unveil the first of Virginia's Green Book markers today in Buckroe Beach.
Now, the Green Book was a guidebook for African-American travelers during segregation that featured hotels, restaurants, and other places that blacks could count on being served and being safe. And to your side, Stephanie Hudson has more on this first for Virginia. Stephanie?
Tom and Lenny, you may remember the Academy Award-winning movie Green Book, inspired by the true story of an African-American pianist traveling in the Deep South in 1962. Well, the new state law that made today's commemoration possible was also inspired by a true story, that of Delegate Gian Ward of Hampton.
Welcome to what once was the Bayshore Hotel.
Faced with the terrible institution of segregation, some very smart black businessmen in the late 19th century turned this spot into the vacation paradise of the South for African Americans.
They had an amusement park, a boardwalk, and a legendary dance hall.
They say the music was so good that the white vacationer over at Buckroe would jump over the fence to come listen.
It was home away from home for people not welcome in other places. A place featured in Green Books, used by black families, including Delegate Gian Ward's. She shared her story on the floor of the Virginia House of Delegates.
I got to be able to look over her family's Green Book with Delegate Ward, and that just was such a wonderful inspiration for me that she and I put together a bill that became what we see today.
1, 2, 3.
The governor helped unveil the marker, the first of at least 60 that will recognize Green Book sites.
And I do hope that Virginians and Americans and friends from around the world who are traveling will stop and read each one.
To learn about the places.
I had no idea until I was grown that my grandfather was part of this group of men that started Bayshore Beach.
And people like John Mallory Phillips.
I have been so emotional all week long.
And their mark on history.
You think about your community, what you want for your grandchildren when they grow up. That to me is the most important thing. That's why we have kids, to do better than we have done in the past.
According to research done by the University of Virginia, there were more than 300 businesses catering to black travelers between 1936 and 1967. You can see more about them and the Green Book by clicking the links in this story on wavy.com. Stephanie Hudson, 10 on your side.